The Danilovic shaft is located close to the place where we started our tour. The Paderewski shaft, which we used for entering the mine, will be behind this silver piece of plastic. The panorama doesn't extend that far to the west. The ridge shaft is the shaft that we're going to use for leaving the mine. And of course, both these buildings were rebuilt during Austro-Hungarian times. As a result, they look slightly different. The St. Sebastian's Church is one of the oldest buildings in the United States, still intact. It survived two world wars, the communist times, everything. The St. Clement's Church wasn't that lucky. It was burned at least once, and then it was rebuilt during Austro-Hungarian times, during Joseph II's times. And it's a piece of architecture that's typical rather for Vienna than Wieliczka, and it's certainly worth seeing from inside. The Saltworks Castle, the corporation was so rich that a separate castle was built to store the money from the corporation and to house the headquarters. The Soviet pilot tried to bomb the St. Clement's Church, but he missed, and instead he hit a medieval castle, which is now partially destroyed, and the remains can be seen. And we still see there is. This is the headquarters of the Krakow Soldiers Museum right now. The Holy Spirit Hospital. This used to be the first free hospital in our country because of high injury rate in our mine. This building doesn't exist anymore. Now, in the vicinity of the place where this building once was, there is somebody selling kebab. Times change. Ladies and gentlemen, the market, we used to have two markets. This is the upper market, and it's still called the upper market, although we don't have the lower one, because the lower one